I'm Aviva. I'm the director. Few technical things. Please make sure to silence all your cell phones. If you need to use the restroom during the show, please do so out those double doors. There are restrooms to your right, and please try to do so in between scenes. The show has a runtime of around 1 hour and 15 minutes, and there will be no intermission. I want to take a minute to thank our cast and crew who have worked really hard on the show for the last few weeks, so round of applause for them. And finally, I want to give special thanks to Alexander, who is sitting in that chair. He wrote this whole show and has been working on it since 2019, which is really awesome. And this weekend is the first time it's premiering, so I really hope that you guys all enjoy it and have a good time. Thanks, guys.
So good.
I'm soaked.
Did something happen?
Nothing. It's fine.
What?
The footbridge is gone.
Since when?
I don't know. It was there last time, and now it's gone. I had to hike 3 miles downstream to cross.
You could have gotten lost or swept away.
Don't be dense. I'm careful.
How is it out there?
Wet. Getting wetter.
It's getting worse?
I didn't say that.
What did you find?
Not much. Some cans for the leaks. Some kind of paperweight or something. This was the only decent find.
A pen?
This means you'll start writing your letters again, of course.
Do I have to?
Don't even start. Just say, thank you, Corby.
Thank you, Corby.
You're welcome.
Is that all you found today?
Yeah? Why?
Well, I was...
Spit it out.
I was wondering if possibly you might have maybe found some firewood?
Does it look like I found any firewood?
Well, I was hoping that maybe...
Remember how I said if I found any firewood, I would tell you?
No.
Well, I did. Besides, does it look like there's any firewood?
No.
No, it doesn't look like there's any firewood. So if it doesn't look like there's any firewood, and I haven't told you that there's any firewood, do you think that there's even a chance that I found any firewood?
No?
No! So pay attention and manage your expectations. Everybody likes somebody who can manage their expectations.
Sorry.
Better yet, come with me and help me look.
Come with you? Outside? No.
Why not?
I'd just be a burden.
I think I can handle you, thank you very much. Why won't you ever come with me?
It's raining.
It's just water.
I can't stand it.
Well then, if you miss campfires, then you'll just have to wait for the weather to improve.
When will that be?
Soon.
Feels like it's been forever.
Don't be dramatic. Nobody likes dramatic.
Don't you miss having campfires, Corby? Come on, don't you?
I miss them more than you do, but what do you want me to do when everything I find is soaked through and rotten?
I don't know. I'm sure you could figure something out.
Well, I can't, so we'll just have to wait.
Did you get it?
Working on it.
What?
Just give me a second. There. Is that better?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I miss campfires.
I know. Want to go grab the matches?
What for?
Well, we can strike a few, watch them burn. Consider it an apology for being on edge. I don't mean to take it out on you.
I don't want to take it. I want the real thing.
Well, we can't have that. So, So come on. Let's give it a go. It's better than nothing.
I guess.
That's the spirit. Bring the whole box.
It's not in here.
It definitely is.
Can we throw some things out?
No! This is a game of tenacity. Thanks to me, I'm sure we've held on to more stuff than anyone else. You know what that means?
We're hoarders.
It means we'll be at the top of the social ladder. The most stuff means the most attention. They'll come across the river in droves.
That doesn't have to be so messy.
I know where everything is.
No way.
The box of matches is in the bottom right drawer next to some buttons and a ball of twine. Or fishing wire. Nope, it's twine.
It's twine.
See? Bring it here.
The twine?
The matchbox, you dunce.
We could use the desk for firewood.
Oh, brilliant! And while we're at it, we'll burn up all our clothes and the chairs and little bits of the house.
I mean, we could, couldn't we?
No, we need all that stuff.
I wouldn't miss it.
Shut up. Close your eyes. Imagine we have firewood and tell me how you make a campfire.
I'd take the logs and throw them in. Then I'd take the match and throw it in. Campfire. That's how it works.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. You need to start with kindling, like little dry leaves or twigs. Grass or bark would work. Dry, warm things.
Why would I do that?
Well, when we strike a match, it makes a little fire, right?
Right.
Well, little fires are scared of big sticks. You throw in a little fire with a bunch of big sticks, the little fire's gonna go out. You have to introduce the little fire to little sticks. That's what the kindling is. The little dry, warm things help the little fire gain confidence. Help it grow in the right direction so it can move on to bigger things. Understand?
Yes.
You need the right kindling. Try to remember that now, okay? Everybody likes somebody who can make a good campfire.
Can I light the match?
We can't afford to waste any.
Okay.
It's almost empty. When did we use these up? You know what? What's the point of making it this far if we can't have a little fun? We'll just have to make it count.
If you say so.
Ready?
Ready? It's beautiful.
It is.
Light another one.
First, say that I was right, that it's better than nothing.
But it's too short.
Say it.
It's better than nothing. You should have lit them all at once.
What would the point of that be? You have to learn to appreciate the little things in moderation. Ready?
Do it again.
That was the last one.
Oh. Okay. They look like little stars, I think.
If you say so. I never paid them much attention.
They made little pictures, dots and lines.
Yes, and they had stories too, didn't they? Reasons for being there? Do you ever get that feeling?
No.
Do you remember any of the names or the stories?
No.
We should have looked up more often.
I miss campfires.
I'd take stars over 1,000 campfires.
It's not like they've gone anywhere. We just can't see them.
One of these nights, we'll sit down and learn all the names. Memorize every single one, sketch out the pictures, and write down the stories so that we never forget them. It'll be like old times. We'll make a night out of it, you and me.
When?
The next clear night we get.
When will that be?
Whenever it stops raining.
When will that be?
Soon.
Hey,
What?
Stop doing that!
What? I don't like the sound.
It's just leaks.
You know I don't like it. Leave me alone.
Don't be weird, John. Nobody likes weird.
Sorry. Corvy,
Yeah?
why do I have to remember how to make a campfire if we don't have any firewood?
It's important.
Is it?
Yes. Once things clear up and they fix the footbridge and the trees start growing again and everything goes back to normal, we'll have more firewood than we can handle. And we'll go camping and bring friends who will think very highly of you when they see how resourceful you are.
But
It's a very admirable skill, John.
where are they?
Who?
Our camping people.
Across the river, where they've always been.
Why don't we go live with them? It's lonely here.
You can't be with the same people all the time. They'd get tired of you.
If they're still here.
Where else would they be? They're waiting, just like us. Why don't you come with me?
I wouldn't be any help.
You'd be company.
If we got separated, I'd get lost. You'd never find me.
Well, at least that would be one less thing to worry about. I'm kidding, John. Lighten up.
Makes us a great team, Sparky. Solid communication. And a dull-end digger demands a diligent drag of the digger's sharp. Oh, I know you'd rather be stuffing your face full of dirt right now, but keeping you in working conditions is part of the job. So try and find some pleasure. I know I do. It's good to take a break every now and then. At least for the right reasons. It's a beautiful day, isn't it, Sparky? I mean, besides the obvious, but under it, beautiful day. A day that can't be ruined for me. You know, despite the pleasant weather I've been thinking, slippery slope I know, but I can't help myself. Let's take just a millisecond away from work and discuss what's been bouncing around in my head. So, the digging. Obviously, I've been thinking about the digging, or more precisely, the sharpening. I mean, the accumulated seconds or minutes or hours or days or weeks or years or decades that I spent sharpening you, like, how many holes do you suppose we missed out on? More than one, that's for sure. And isn't any hole left undug a true tragedy? A real let-me-down? But suppose I stop sharpening altogether. A whole new problem emerges. The design, the shape, the aesthetic of my holes would surely suffer. You see my dilemma? Quantity, quality, quality, quantity. What should I do? I mean, on one hand, I'm at a disadvantage for time, with a great number of holes to dig, and, well, I'm tired. But I have to stay on top of the work or it'll swallow me up. If I let myself get overwhelmed by the task, then I fail, then everything will have been for nothing. On the other hand, I need to look right. I need to look like the original. It's been a while since I've seen the reference material, but still, I gotta hold myself to some kind of standard. They aren't beautiful, and I failed, and everything will have been for nothing. So, numbers or beauty? Beauty or numbers? What matters more? What absolves me more fully? Unless, of course, I'm expected to do both. You'd ask me to do the impossible? I know. I have no right to complain. Forgive me. I'll give you both. I'll give you both, and I'll do it with a smile on my face. You have to be a maniac to stay inside on a day like this.
I saw a huge bolt of lightning come crashing down, and I thought it must have hit you.
By the stars, John, don't be dense. I can't get struck by lightning.
Well, why not?
I don't deserve it.
What do you mean?
How many terrible things have already happened to me? It wouldn't be fair. You ever seen a bad thing happen to a good person?
Well, what did we do to deserve all this, then?
Well, mistakes happen all the time.
Accidents, bad jokes. It'll all get ironed out in time, you'll see.
How is it out there?
Wetter than yesterday.
It's getting worse.
I didn't say that.
Doesn't look like it's getting any better.
You won't notice it getting better at first. Frog in the pot.
I think it's getting worse. The footbridge.
The footbridge! The footbridge! Enough about the footbridge. It was already falling apart. It should have been fixed before any of this started, but it wasn't. Okay? By the stars, John, I wouldn't have told you about the damn footbridge if I'd known you'd whine about it for weeks.
Only a few days.
Feels like weeks.
Did you find anything good?
No. Just this.
Can I see?
Knock yourself out.
There's something written on the back. Polaris? What is this?
It's supposed to help you when you get lost. Open it up. It points in one direction, see?
It spins.
It's broken then.
Where'd you find this?
Buried in the mud like everything else.
It's pretty. Someone will miss it.
Finders keepers. If they cared about it, they should have kept track of it. Tenacity. By the stars, John, if you ask me about firewood one more time, I'm gonna take you out back and drown you.
Never mind.
Have you done your exercise?
Yes. I walked around the room until I got tired, and then I meditated with the breathing just like you showed me.
And you wrote your letter?
Yes.
Good. Let's hear it.
Again?
You know the drill. Read it to me.
Do I really have to?
What did you do yesterday? Or the day before that?
I read it out loud to you.
Yes, you did. So don't fight me on this. It's part of your schedule.
I liked it better when it wasn't.
I couldn't care less. This is for your benefit. You're lucky I help you as much as I do.
Yes, Corby.
Thank you, Corby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now get going.
Dear?
Hey! Get to your speaking spot.
Corby, please.
If you're not going to do this right, then there's no point in doing it at all. So come on. Come on, go.
Dear.
Stop. Plant your feet.
Dear?
Relax your shoulders.
Dear?
Chest out.
Dear?
Repeat after me. Ha, ha. Me, my, me.
Ha, ha. Me, my, me. Dear?
Stop.
What?
Relax. You're stressing me out.
Dear? Dear Miss Governess of the Presidential Mayorship, I hope you got my last few letters. Sorry again I hadn't written in a while. We ran out of pens, and it was a while before Corby found more. But I already said all that 1,000 times, so how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing the same as the last few letters. I'd be doing great if it weren't for all this rain. Today was a busy day again. I walked around the room until I got tired, and then I breathed like Corby showed me. Then I started writing this letter. I'm writing this letter
right now. I can hear something from outside. It's a hole. There's a hole outside. I can see it from the window. I don't know when it got there. I don't think it's always been there, but I don't remember. I can both imagine it always being there and not being there until I noticed it for the first time. Or noticed it again, I don't know. It's very distracting. I can see it from the window, and I can see the rain falling in. I can hear it. I think I can hear it. And I can see it flooding in, and I can imagine what it sounds like and hear what it sounds like, and it makes me want to curl into a ball and forget. Maybe that's what I did the first time, and that's why I can't remember whether or not it's always been there. What should I do? Do you have holes where you are? Does it rain where you are? Please advise. Truly, sincerely, and or humbly, John Doe. P.S. I hope you write back soon. I know I stopped writing, but it's been a while, and you still haven't responded to any of my letters. That's it.
That was awful.
I thought it was okay.
I know you can do better than that.
I got distracted.
By what?
The hole!
Don't spend so much time thinking about holes, John. It's crass.
I can't help it.
Well, just keep it out of your letters. It's embarrassing.
You gotta keep it concise, maintain a decent flow, and no postscripts. Damn it, John. It's like you've forgotten everything I've taught you. Do you remember why you're writing these letters?
Because you make me?
And why do I make you write them?
To practice getting you to like me.
Not me, John. Everyone else.
Practice getting people to like me, right. I still don't understand how this helps.
What do I always say? A letter is like a handshake.
A letter's like a handshake. Yes. A letter is like a handshake. How is a letter like a handshake?
Oh, you're killing me. Here we go again. If you give someone a weak, uninspired handshake, they'll think you're a weak, uninspired man. That's a wasted opportunity to make an impression on someone. But if you give them a strong, firm handshake, and they look up at you and you have a nice warm smile on your face and a bright sparkle in your eye, whoop, they'll say, whoop, I like this guy. This is someone I could really get behind. It's all built on that handshake. Do you remember what makes the difference between a weak handshake and a strong handshake?
Grip strength.
Passion! Passion makes the difference! Come here. Do you see the difference between this and this?
Yes!
So you understand.
I should be practicing my handshakes?
No, John, it's a comparison. You need to bring passion to everything.
I'm not passionate.
That's a bigger conversation. Listen, you're working with the written word. There's so much potential to ensnare your reader, really reel them in. But you have to stand out. You have to set yourself apart from the other letter writers. You have to address to impress.
I don't know how to do that.
Which is why we're practicing. These letters feel flimsy and hollow. You have to draw from your inner humanity. Leave a piece of yourself on the page like, Dear beloved governess. Yeah, okay. Dear beloved governess of the presidential mayorship, we have been kept apart for far too long. I hope you will find it within your infinite generosity to forgive my unwilling absence. Please understand that the cessation of my adoring letters was due to circumstance, not some waning of passion. On the contrary, it waxes full and bright. My mind is filled with your form, the soft curve of your lips, the warm brown of your eyes, the steady, gentle pressure of your hand in mine, now gone, leaves me in agony. Without your light, I am lost. Holding tight to the moments we have cherished together, I count the days until I may hold you in my arms again under a dry, warm sky. A world of falling water cannot extinguish the flame you lit in my heart. Lovingly yours, John Doe. Now that's how you write a letter, understand?
Why would I say any of those things? I don't know what she looks like. She doesn't even write back.
That's because she doesn't exist, remember? Besides, just because the governess isn't a real person doesn't mean you can't treat her like a lady.
How do I do that?
Who cares? Just tell her what she wants to hear. Everybody likes somebody who can write a good letter.
I'm no good at this.
You used to be.
That's not true.
You used to write very moving letters.
Then I've only gotten worse.
I didn't say that.
But it's true, isn't it?
It's a very bleak way to look at it.
How else should I look at it?
As an opportunity to remaster the skill.
Do people like me?
They did, once.
Then why do I have to do this?
Because people can't make up their minds. One minute they like you, the next they hate your guts. That's why you have to remind them constantly that you're worth liking, or else they'll forget and move on. That's why I have you work so hard on improving and maintaining yourself. You have to be sharp, ready to sweep people off their feet once things get back to normal.
Do you like me?
Of course I do.
Then why do people have to like me?
What do you mean?
Aren't you enough?
No, of course not. You need as many people to like you as possible.
Why is that so important?
The more people like you, the more social capital you have. The more social capital you have, the easier it is to get people to like you. As long as you get people to like you faster than they stop liking you, then you're doing something right.
What's the end goal?
Accumulation. If nobody likes you, then you're a failure. It's as simple as that. And that makes me a failure. And nobody likes a failure.
I'm not a failure, am I?
Not yet. And you'll be fine as long as you exercise, meditate, and write your letters exactly the way I tell you to.
Are you sure?
Of course. I'm very well liked.
When do I stop?
You don't. You practice, then you do it for real, then you keep going.
Until when?
It'll be pretty obvious. No more questions. Envelope. Stamp.
I'm finished.
Okay. Send it. Go on. John,
Could you maybe do it for me?
why would I do that?
Well, when I send it, I have to open the door. And if I have a letter in my hand, then I won't be able to cover both of my ears and then I'll hear it.
So,
I don't like the sound. It reminds me of... It's terrible.
it's just water.
Please?
Thank you, Corby. You're the best.
Thank you.
I shouldn't do this for you, John. I really shouldn't. It's pathetic. Nobody likes pathetic!
We're pathetic, Spartan. Look at us. Down in the mud, slaving away at this endless task. Sometimes I wish you just struck me dead. At least then I wouldn't have to be so tired. Oh, what difference does it make? Why does it matter if they're saved all the same? They wouldn't know, that's for sure. I don't understand. Caleb, for example. Why can't Caleb go with Kareem? Why? What's the difference? This isn't her hole. Not really. Yes, I made it for her, but at the end of the day, it's mine. Mine. All of them mine. My holes. My holes, my rules. So why 1 to 1? Why? Why not 1 to 2? 1 to 10? Why not as many names as I can fit to the ground at once? What am I doing here? Why do I do it this way? Why? Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's not my way, that's the whole point. It's your way. It's not about logistics or efficiency, it's about dignity, individuality, salvation. That's what you're trying to teach me, right? That such precious words necessitate their own space, their own room to breathe. But if that's the lesson, then why tempt me with such dreams of expediency, such need for closure? It's a test! A test! Push me beyond my limits and see if I break. I see what you're doing. Well, I won't break. One name, one hole. Any other way and I failed, and everything will have been for nothing. I won't let you down. So long as I have breath in my lungs, so long as I have the strength to dig, so long as my name is... My name. Oh, fuck.
Hey! Hey!
What?
What's wrong with you?
What?
What's wrong with you?
What? Hey! Hey, stop it! Stop it, Corby!
No, you stop!
Let me go!
No, it's just leaks. It's just water. What's wrong with you?
I don't like it! It sounds like rain!
Why are you so scared of the rain, John? Stop being weird, John! Spit it out!
It reminds me of when things were quiet.
Don't be weird.
Sorry. Corby,
What?
I've been having doubts.
Just keep them to yourself.
I was keeping track of time,
Good for you.
except at some point I forgot all about it. And now I have no idea how long it's been. How long has it been?
Too long.
How long?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track.
Feels like it's been years.
Drama. It hasn't been years.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positively sure?
Yes.
I think it's been years. Maybe more. Decades even. I feel older. Do I look older? If things went back to the way they were.
They will.
If things went back to the way they were, but you still remembered everything about now, could you live with it? Imagine every time we'd write a letter, or make a campfire, or look at the stars, we'd still remember the time we hid from the rain for 100 years. Could you stand it?
I won't have to.
But think about it. Could you?
No, I couldn't, okay?
Neither could I. My head would still be so full of brain.
Well, soon none of that will matter anyways. Once the rain passes, it'll be like it never happened at all.
But you agree that we can't live one while we remember the other?
I don't see your point.
How much do you remember?
Everything.
Then how do you live now? How can you bear to hear it and let it touch you and soak your clothes?
It can't last forever. So, it's like it's already over. I was never even here.
Don't you think we remember too much?
No! You have to remember everything. Forgetting would be death to your social capital, to our social capital.
That's all assuming we're going back at all.
Of course we're going back!
How do you know?
Because I remember how perfect everything was. Something that good cannot be taken away permanently for no reason.
How can you be so sure?
Because it doesn't make sense any other way. Nothing bad lasts forever.
Until it does.
What are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to understand. There must be something we can do besides wait. Let's talk about it.
What good will talking do? And leave the thinking to me, thank you very much.
Listen to me. This is the way things work. This is now.
today, the day after that, we are tied to this because we remember. We're hostages. But I'm also here. This soggy, bloated corpse. It drifts. And it hurts. But it only hurts because you're not here with me. You are only tied to the desk, but I'm getting stretched thin. Thinner, 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 and it hurts. You don't move, so you don't understand. You want me to live on both, but you've only ever been on one. I've been alone from the start, and it's too much. I don't see a way out. I feel like...
Enough! Enough! You think you have it bad? I work myself to the fucking bone to keep you from falling apart. Where would you be without me? No skills, no common sense, no social capital? I ask so little from you! Walk, breathe, write. It's so simple, yet you make it so painful. Would it kill you to have a little patience? To take a little initiative? Answer me!
I understand.
Do you?
I see it now. I have to make changes.
Okay, yes, good. See, if you just listen to me.
Maybe I should forget the way things were. Sorry, John. Say, I'm sorry, John.
One day, you'll look back at this and laugh at how much of a disappointment you are. And then, from your mountains of friends and letters and desks full of beautiful things, you'll turn to me with a smile on your face and a sparkle in your eye, and you'll say, I'm sorry, Corby. Thank you, Corby. And you'll be so welcome, John. So welcome. But you have to get there first, and I can only carry you so far.
I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. I've made them beautiful, and I've made them many. What more could you possibly ask of me? Yes, I'm angry! I'm livid! I've done nothing! Nothing but what's been asked of me! Holes, names! Holes, names! Nothing but holes and names! The list, the dirt, Sparky, me! I've done what you've asked, so give me back my name! Give me back my damn name, you miserable bastard! Why did you just strike me dead? I've done everything correctly. This has to be some kind of mistake. Some bad joke. I'm not fucking laughing! Cassiopeia, no. Lacerda, no. Antlia, not likely. Cygnus, Aries, Dorado, Leo, Orion, Pavo, Norma, Pictor, Perseus, Bella, Boots, Cercinus, Grus, Eridanus, Andromeda, Zibble, Subra, Nash, Maya, Puma, Surma, Tabitha, Baldachara, Mira, Arcade, Rotnev, Salsa, Zazma, Electra, Adara, Gildan, Bellatrix, Castor, Purim, Anunki, Tebu, Masak, Kaleo, Cap, Izar, Kraz, Venkar, Mira, Pleiade! What's the use? I wouldn't know it if you slapped me across the face. You wouldn't happen to know my name, would you? What's my name? I'm just going through the motions. brings you all the way out here? Wait, don't tell me. I know this one. When it first started drizzling, you didn't pay it any mind. Just a spot of water, no big deal. It happened before and it happened again, right? You just go about your day as normal, you thought. Not a care in the world. On the third or fourth day of non-stop misting, you started to take notice. And you started to worry. When it finally started pouring, you stayed inside. It'll pass, you thought. Strange as it is, it can't last forever. Maybe you even took some faint pleasure in it. This hasn't ever happened before. Things haven't ever been this bad. There's almost an entertainment to it, isn't there? That's what you thought. How long did you manage to keep that up? Before boredom won, and the longing kicked in, and finally there wasn't anything to do but pack up and go, searching for something better. Which brought you here. Am I close? It's the story of every poor bastard I've ever met out here. Used to be that I couldn't walk a mile without running into someone. Always a new name, new face. Hard to keep up. I did most of the sewing in those days. Now I'm mostly dead. Yes, you're the first I've seen in quite a while. What's your name? You know, if you had any common sense, you'd sew your name to the back of your coat. That way when you decide to dive face down in the mud, people like me can figure out who you were. People used to have common sense, you know? Used to sew their names to the backs of their coats. Figured. Don't laugh at me. People like you never last long out here. You're never prepared. Coats only go so far. Umbrellas get blown away. Rain jackets get holes. Shoes and soles melt away with every step. Now you should only come out here if you got something to really keep you going. You hear me? Something you can tie around your chest. Something that'll drag you forward and you feel like you can't take another step. A big dog, you know? Bear or something. Me, I've got a list. I've got my holes. Soaked to the bone, but I got that much. That's what makes me different. Although, I guess you and I aren't so different right about now. Because of our names. Our lack thereof. If I tell you secrets, promise not to tell anyone? Will you take it to the grave? All of this is my fault. The rain, the cold, the mud. I brought this down upon all of us. What did I do? I can't tell you that. I don't remember, but it must have been something truly awful to bring about a punishment as rotten as all this. Yes, I did something terrible. Here we are, suffering because of it. But I'm a good man. I'm a good man, and I've been given a chance to right my wrongs. Can't revert things. No, there's no going back, but I can damage control. The rain makes short-lived memories of us all, that much is for certain. Try as we might, there's always a sky full of water waiting to pound away our feeble scratches in the mud. With enough time, there won't be anything to prove we were ever here at all. Except for our names. And if I can pluck those placeholders out of the air and preserve them, I can save us all. Now, the list. Of course, you don't know what the list is. Well, when the nights were clear, there was one star that shined brighter than the rest. Polaris. It just so happens that old Polaris is dead center of a certain constellation. An only constellation made up of every star in the sky. Infinitely final. When the clouds rolled in and the list disappeared, I knew what was being asked of me. For every star on the list, there's a name I must find. Then, for every name, I must dig one and only one hole. That's our salvation. And my special punishment. Of course, not everyone gets saved. You, me. Because we did something wrong. I don't know what it is you did to deserve this, but me, I let it get to my head. I was the man who changed the world, even if it was for the worse. Part of me enjoyed that, and so I'm being punished again. You know, sometimes I wonder, what if it's just water? What if it doesn't even care? But then again, no. It doesn't make any sense any other way. It has to be punishment. My punishment. Anything else and it will all have been for now. One name, one hole. No name, no hole. Don't take it personally. I know I won't.
If I breathe right, everyone will like me. If I can write letters well enough, everyone will like me. If I can just wait long enough, it'll all make sense. Corby,
Shut up, John. I don't care. Listen, it's over. By the stars, it's finally over.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do I mean? Ask me what I found. Go on, ask me what I found.
What did you find?
Only the clearest possible signal we could have ever hoped to receive. John, it's good news. I found good news.
You're getting me all wet.
I don't give it to him. You can kiss wet goodbye. Goodbye wet, goodbye cold, goodbye rain. See for yourself.
What is that disgusting thing?
It's a sign. It's the sign.
What is it?
Are you blind? It's a bird. Some kind of raven or something, a crow, a hawk. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Is it dead?
Yes, absolutely, completely dead, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to us.
This is good news.
It's great news. It's the best news. I could just scream! I can't believe it! I can't believe it's finally over. If I'm dreaming, I swear by the stars, I'll kill myself.
It's just getting worse.
Oh, John. John, you're so painfully slow.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're so mind-numbingly dense.
I'm actually very smart.
Shut up. You don't understand. You don't grasp the situation, the gravity. Look at it. Look. When was the last time you saw one of these, dead or otherwise, huh?
I don't know.
A pretty damn long time.
So?
So? Open your eyes, John. What do you think happened to this bird? It got caught in the rain. It was flying around and it got caught in the rain.
I don't understand.
Oh, okay. What's new? Listen. Have you ever seen a bird fly through the rain?
Probably.
No, John. No, you haven't. A little drizzle maybe. A mist or something. But not a storm like this. Birds know better than that. They're animals. Animals are smart. Smart means staying out of the rain. You've never seen people lying dead on the ground.
So it's a stupid bird. A
No.
stupid, dead bird.
It couldn't have come from here. It had to have come from somewhere else. It was flying around somewhere else, and then when it got here, it got caught unawares. It got buffeted around until it hit the ground splat, waiting there for me to find. Understand?
No.
Listen. If there was a dead bird on the ground, then there was a live bird flying around somewhere. And if there was a live bird flying around somewhere, then it couldn't have been from here. So that means that it came from somewhere else. And that means that somewhere else it isn't raining anymore. That's the good news.
But it's still raining.
Somewhere else it isn't.
So we're going to go?
Where?
To where it isn't raining.
No, of course not. This is our home.
Then nothing has changed.
Don't you get it? It's only a matter of time before somewhere else becomes here.
What if it misses us?
Then we'll have to keep waiting for it to come back and hit us.
What if it never does? What if it just keeps missing and missing and missing?
Then we haven't waited long enough.
Don't you see? That's all we'll ever do. We'll waste away waiting and nothing will change.
Don't yell at me. Do not question me. I am right. I am always right. It's already over. It's already been over, and we just had to wait long enough. And now we just have to wait a little bit longer.
I can't wait forever.
I can. Be happy, John. It's finally over. We made it. We're going back. Don't you want to go back? Would it kill you to be happy for me?
Do you still like me?
Excuse me?
Do you?
Yes! How many times do you have to hear it? I still like you, and if you ask me one more time, I'm gonna kill you with my bare hands.
Why?
Because that's the price I
Why
pay
do you
to
still
get a
like
little
me?
piece of
Why do you
life.
still like me? Why?
What choice do I have? You're all I've got! Stay here and mope if you like.
Where are you going?
People deserve to know. We're right around the corner.
You always say that. What's different?
We've never had a bird. Listen up, everybody! It's over! It's finally over! Hello? Is anybody there?
Dear beloved governess of the presidential mayorship,
It's me, Corby!
this will likely be the last letter I ever write you.
I live right across the river!
I've reached out to you countless times and received nothing in return.
Hello?
All I ever wanted was a response, some kind of acknowledgement, but I know how to take a hint.
This is what we've all been waiting for!
We don't have to keep doing the same things over and over.
Hello?
I can make a change.
It's me!
Regretfully, sorrowfully, and or forever yours,
Corby!
John Doe.
I'm telling you, this time is different. I understand if I've gotten your hopes up in the past, or damaged your trust, but you need to believe me. Fine. It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not, because it's happening. It's happening, and I just thought you'd appreciate hearing it so you didn't have to go on one
I know you'll never write back. You've made that much clear. But if you ever do, could you please just answer this one question? How do I live in a world where good things go away? How can I find something new and wonderful when the world is ugly and smells like dead birds? Moving forwards feels just as impossible as moving backwards. Could you teach me to move sideways? I guess that was a few questions. I'm starting over. My one question is, what do I do now? Please answer. Please just give me a sign.
Corby? I don't know who the hell that is. Just open up. I'm here to save you.
What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
What?
I didn't say. Hello? False alarm.
Well, may I ask what your name is?
Of course. What am I gonna do? Stop you? No. I'm accommodating.
What's your
That's an adjective. Accommodating. Willing to fit in, please conform, or jump through hoops at any cost, at great personal sacrifice. Sorry, what was the question?
What's your name?
Boots.
Nice to meet you.
Bootes. Boots. Named after the plowman, the ox driver. Strong, perseverant, and likable.
I'm Corby.
Whoa! Don't lie to me!
What?
Lie! Verb, to twist words and truths and smell like gutter shit. Fuck you!
I'm not lying! Corby's my name. It's short for Corvus.
Yes, of course. The crow. Shrewd. Beady. Greasy. But Corvus is not the same as Corvy.
It's a nickname I gave myself.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I like the way it sounds.
That is understandable. I can understand that. I like that. I want a nickname. Call me Boots.
Nicknames are supposed to be shorter.
It is. I took out the E. Boots becomes Boots. It's a whole letter shorter. Then again, no. Letters are important. What are names without letters? No, call me Boots, not Boots.
Listen, is there anyone else I could talk to? I meant someone in person, like... Okay, thank you. Hello? There's nobody there.
She could be there. She could. She should. She should be trying to reach me at this very moment. But even if she was, we'd never know because this thing is broken. Well, most of the time. Sometimes it rings. I swear, that's called
Listen, I don't have time.
perseverance. That's a noun. It's called perseverance. It speaks of doing something repeatedly in spite of difficulty, despite being broken. Something delay, something success. A phone, which rings despite being broken, can be said to have perseverance. We can all learn something from that, I think. But in the people sense, not the phone sense. Do you understand?
Listen, I'm trying to spread some good news. Do you know who I am? I live right across the river.
I've heard the stories. Mama told me the stories. Yes, she did.
Stories? What stories?
Stories of the menace that swept across the river to disturb the peace and pick through our trash like a greasy animal. Corvus, yes. Mama told me all about you.
That's ridiculous. I brought hope.
Mama said you disrupted good people's genuine efforts to let the past be the past and move forward. That's what Mama said. She'd always get so angry. Mama said, you should stay on the other side of the river where you belong. I expected you to be much bigger.
Yeah? And where exactly is this mother of yours?
She'll be in touch soon.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true. Why do you keep asking? Why are you here?
Calm down. I have questions. First, what's wrong with you?
I'm afraid you'll have to be a little more specific.
Your obsession with words.
Words? Words. Words are the most important.
Important for what?
To memorize. Verb used in a sentence. It's habitual, which is an adjective. There are many things which are important, such as stretching or opening the window for 15 minutes or so every few hours, so as to acclimate, which is a verb, which is to get used to the way things are and rid oneself of the habits and methods and patterns of the past. Dead past. To adapt, to move on, to forget. What was the question?
Why do you do these things?
So people like me. That's what Mama says. Is it working? Do you like me?
Next question. Where the hell is everyone? It's like a ghost town.
They moved on a while ago. Mama and most everyone else.
What? When was this?
When?
How long ago?
I understand the question. When? How am I supposed to know? What do you want me to check? The sundial? The hourglass? You know that I don't know. You're just trying to make me look stupid, aren't you? Of course you want to see Mother. You two would get along like thieves. Steal away, talk about how stupid I am. Oh, let's all laugh at Boots for how stupid they are and how bad their memory is. Oh, it's so funny! I should be used to it by now. I know. You'd think after all this time I'd have learned to ignore it. But it still gets in my head.
I know. The rain. It gets to me too.
Not the rain, you idiot. The laughter. I love the rain. Well, I used to love the rain. The feeling of it weighing down my hair, drip, dripping into points. It's sublime. Wetness all over. And if it wasn't so cold, you could almost pretend that you'd never been born at all. It would be paradise if it wasn't for the laughter. The laughter, the now, and the noise coming from all around. I can hear it now. They were always laughing at me. I hated them. Do you want to know what I did to them? I killed them. I ripped and shredded them into little pieces. The killing I kept in my head. If I'd killed with my body, then no one would have liked me. So I laughed with my body instead. Laughed and laughed. Mama always said I didn't laugh hard enough. I hope she's dead! She looked like a goat, you know? Stupid, dead, goat, bitch! Serves you right! Do you have anything else to say? You're overstaying your welcome.
I found a bird.
Oh, what a quaint twist of fate.
What are you talking about?
Come, I'll show you. And then I want you to get the hell out of my house.
governor send you to tell me what to do next?
Just sit tight, yeah?
What are you doing?
I'm singing.
From the rain.
Sure.
You smell weird.
What do you want me to say to that?
Sorry. I'm not good at talking to new people.
Well, I got a tip for that.
Yeah?
Stop talking. What is your name?
John Doe.
Sure?
Yes?
Alright then, kid, I can't save you without a little help. You want to be saved?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Alright then. Everything depends on how you answer this one question. You need to be confident in your answer. No doubts. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Alright then. Listen carefully. Did I spell your name?
This is the attic. I come up here whenever it feels like morning to read from Mama's Book of Words. And when I start to feel sick and I can't tell the adjectives from the adverbs, I'd go over to the window and try not to vomit. It was there that I'd sit and stare to catch a glimpse of my only friend. There, see? Look where I'm looking. Look! Over across the puddles and the holes to the brick house and up, up, up to the window. The window with the 10, 20, 30 silver shinies. Compasses. Every last one. I know because I have one. Pretty, yes? It used to point, but now it only spins, which is a verb. Yes, the window with the nest of compasses. She liked to sit with her silver shinies and I like to watch. I also like to laugh because my only friend was a moron for thinking she could keep her spinning silver dry. It was fruitless, which is an adjective. In any case, it did me much good to see someone suffer as much as me. And then one day, she dove headfirst into the mud, broke her head open like a soft egg. She laid there in the mud, twitching for one heartbeat, two, and then was washed away. Now I'm alone again. What a fool. I thought I'd never have to see her again, but you brought her right back to me. Yeah, bad news indeed, because, well, now she's dead and ugly, and I don't want to be her friend anymore.
Are you sure it's the same bird?
Are you stupid or something? You think I'd forget an old friend, an ex-friend? I have better things to do than entertain you. You can go now. I'm expecting a call. Hello?
That's it?
Yeah. You've been saved.
I don't feel saved.
That's on you. See it good?
Wait,
What?
that's it?
Yeah. That's it. You dance?
Please, I'm begging you. Please, I can't keep doing things this way. Please help me. Tell me how. If you can do that, you'll have really, actually saved me.
Have you ever heard the yarn of Salty Sam? It's an old legend of sorts.
You're going to save my life with a fairy tale?
Take it or leave it. It's all the same to me. Lifetimes ago, there was a fearsome pirate captain. Salty Sam was her name. She was the richest, strongest, most dangerous pirate captain ever to sail the seas. Gold, power, respect, she had it all. From the courts of kings to the back rooms of port town taverns, tales of her adventures were whispered with fear and awe. She was a living legend. And yet, she was never satisfied. She was always searching for something greater. Her first mate noticed this. He would find her in the crow's nest, staring up at the sky at the stars. Now, Salty Sam trusted her first mate more than any other living soul, so when he asked her what it was she desired, she answered truthfully. Yar! To find where the stars rise out of the ocean and ride 'em up to the heavens beyond. She told the first mate how this dream had transfixed her. How could she enjoy her life on Earth knowing what bountiful treasures lie just beyond her reach? The first mate grew entranced by the prospect of such riches. Together they began to plan and scheme this last adventure. Finally, they set sail in a tiny schooner, alone, not wanting to share the treasure with anyone else. They faced storms, pirates, and ferocious sea monsters. For years and years, they sailed further and further, past all land, all charted waters. Onwards they sailed, to that place where they could see the stars rise out of the ocean every night. But no matter how long they sailed, drifted, or paddled, they never seemed to get any closer. But Salty Sam had an iron will. She'd say, Yar! There be but one more horizon twixt us and our quarry, or courage, lad, only a few leagues farther, or patience, lad. We be right round the corner. So on they went, never complaining, never wavering, sailing off into the horizon.
And they found it, right? They found what they were looking for and lived happily ever after.
Stars don't rise out of the ocean, kid.
I don't understand.
Don't think about it too hard. That's the moral of the story.
Just leaks. It's just water. Don't be dense. I'm not dense. I'm smart. I'm too smart and I think too much. There's a me before and there's a me after, but I'm stuck here. The middle me. The middle me is thin and stretched and afraid of water. I can hear it. I can see it. I can feel it. It's the mud and moss and lingering heat. It's climbing a tree and not looking down. It's smiling without knowing why. It's the air so full of the hum and sigh and the soft pulses, the shifts and the buzz and the creaks, and it's so quiet. It's every beautiful moment being the least important thing in the world because it's never going away. I remember that. That's what we're waiting on. I know that. I remember that. And now I don't. Oh. That's so much easier.
We're not near the end.
No,
We never were.
I know.
How much do you remember?
Nothing.
How much do you want to remember?
Nothing.
I understand now. Nothing happens on accident.
You really think we're being punished?
I'm being punished because of you.
I don't think anyone's to blame.
Of course you don't. But you're wrong. You never appreciated it enough. You never cared enough. Sit. You're the reason we can't go back. You never wanted it enough. You decided to forget, and now you want to move on? Look around you. Do you really think that's possible?
I thought about it too much, but I think I finally figured it out.
You're lost. You're spinning in space, and I'm the one on solid ground. It's always been this way. I may have loved you once, but I have never liked you! This has been a long time coming. Apologize! Say I'm sorry! Spit it out!
Sorry, but... I'm sorry, but... I don't even remember your name!
Dear beloved governess of the presidential mayorship, I see now that it has always been raining. At some point, it just got more obvious. There are two kinds of people in this world. There are swimmers, and there are drowners. Have you ever seen a man drown? It's unpleasant. So much desperate thrashing. In a panic, a drowning man may take a helping hand and drag it down with him into a watery oblivion. We can't waste time on drowning men. In fact, they deserve to drown because they forgot why they were swimming in the first place. If you spend too much time with a drowning man, you start asking dangerous questions. What is he so afraid of? What does he know that I don't? What if this is better? Dangerous, treacherous questions. Doubts. Today I realized I had doubts. So I drowned them.
cordially and or lovingly and or eternally. John Doe. P.S. I remember this time when I was a little girl. I was staring up at the sky, and the stars were shining brightly, and that's where I ran out of ink.